Hello there, guys. How are you today? I'm here in Minecraft. It's a project I'm working on. Well, I've been working on. Let's see. I started this one back in June. Now it's not gotten on as far as I would like because during most of July and into August, I was working on my barn and the stadium and the racetrack and just other things, the awards building and stuff like that were all for the last weekend we just had here. We just finished that day before yesterday. We had a 3-day event of contest activities, different things going on for our summer holiday. So there was a group of 5 or 6 of us that were working on that, and we've been at it for weeks and weeks and weeks. But it was into, I think, the mid to end of June. I started working on this and breeding some horses. And as you can see, if you saw our event, that barn looks very, very much like the barn that is over in the event the event venue, right? Very much like it, because I was working on both of them at the same time. And I would, you try something and it would work here, so I'd count the blocks and go do it over at the other place. I tried doing a world edit copy paste for the roof, and I ended up redoing the whole freaking thing anyway. It didn't go well for me. So I redid it, which has taken me several evenings. I just finished it late last night. Yeah. Anyway, so I've got these 2 barns. They are not, this one has the indoor riding arena, which is the version that I kind of remade over at the event venue. Although I think my hallways are wider in this one. I know I have more stalls in this one because I've been breeding horses. Ah, my last baby has all grown up. Look at you. He was a baby yesterday. Hello, little one. He's the wrong color, but that's okay. Well, you know what? I'll have both a barn with horses of color and then the barn with all the white ones. Oh my God, that sounds so terrible. But I have a history which came about completely by accident from my very, very first server, where a prince of a country was riding the white horses of Leckley. And it was simply, I had started out breeding gypsy vanners. I wanted all the pintos, all the spots, all the things, and I can't even remember how it ended up changing or why. What I do know is it wasn't on purpose, but I ended up with the white horses of Leckley. So I am going to be trying to rebreed them strictly for a historical reason. So you're going to see lots and lots and lots of gray horses. Now they're called the white horses because they're grays that have, faded out over time to white. This is not a white horse. Minecraft calls this a white horse, but it's got the dark eyes, it's got the dark nose. You can see from the coloring under it that its skin is dark. This is a gray. So the white horses of Leckley are simply, they're like Andalusians. They're horses that are born dark, quite dark in a lot of cases, like a deep bay or whatever, and then they become gray over time. But most people would call them white. So, it was, and that was all part of the lore, that it became something that the kids of villages called, the prince riding in on his gray horses. So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot like the Andalusians. So you will see lots and lots of these. But because I'm trying to, reinvigorate the breed, the one barn, this one, which is the smaller barn, will be dedicated to just the white horses of Leckley as a historical rebreeding project. And the other barn, which is got a lot more stalls in it, is going to have the just my race horses. And I haven't bred enough for them to move anything over here yet. I have a sheep, and apparently I have some donkeys. I do have some donkeys. I don't know where they came from or why I have them. Apparently I built the building around them. But, and we have unwanted guests. You blighter, you. I'm in creative, so it's fine. So yeah, these, I have more stalls because these are just bigger than the barn at the event area. And as you can see, I've got 2 rows of stalls when you're going down the main aisles, which are quite a bit wider. But I actually have, I'm going to have 2 sets of stalls in these on either side. So, hello, the new groom. Yeah. He's not, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep him. He's not really working out that well. There should have been a donkey in here someplace. Got a couple of sheep mucking about. I thought I had a donkey in here last night. Because he was in this is a big double. It's a bigger stall. This is a foaling stall, of course, for when your mares are. There he is. This guy, and I've got one or two in the other building as well. I guess they were, wild in the field here, and as you're building a wall on one side, they're wandering and stuff like that. And I had all the walls up a long time before I had the floors up, so it was still grassy, and they were wandering in, and I just sort of, these are not permanent walls. This is just barricaded here to keep out mobs and stuff at night, but and I think there's one or two even in here with the horses I've actually been breeding. So interesting times. Now up here in this barn, you can see that one's got a great big massive loft, and I was going to build a nice posh house to go with this complex. This is going to be a lot here. I want a track in, I want training rings, I want a hot walker, I want all the horse things for breeding race horses. Then I was thinking about putting, a very nice posh house to go with it, sitting over here on the coastline, right? Maybe just along here on this hill or something, but something that looked out to sea with the barns out back. It's just got so much room in the top part of that barn, which worked out fine on the event, but I don't know what to do with it. I'm thinking about chopping it in half and maybe turning it into the apartments and make them very modern and as posh as possible in a game you're building with little blocks. The upstairs of this one, with its much lower ceilings, and the rest of it, this is going to be where some staff live. And some of the big barns will do that. Certainly our security people will have a place to hang out, and stuff like that. And there's a balcony like this, front and back covered, so rainy days will not even matter. Okay, steak for tonight. That's always nice, I guess. Not finished yet by a long shot. And I've only got the 6 rooms up here. So it wouldn't be, obviously not all staff are going to live on site. And I think what I'll end up doing is building a village nearby as well. I'm finally actually building. Now, I am most of this, not all of this, but most of this has been done in creative. I feel a bit cheaty. It is a survival server for, everyone but me. And then I think on the other hand, with my time schedule, I'll never get anything built if I don't just suck it up and get it done. Anyway, just a series of toilets here. Each of them do have a toilet. That's just a shower. You'll have to take my word for it. And their own sink, so people can come in and have some privacy if they need it. But what I was thinking about doing is actually creating each bedroom, with something like, if I did this, and have a little seating area, a sleeping area, maybe a little table, maybe a mini fridge, just something where it would be like a tiny mini apartment for each staff member, perhaps. I don't know. And if I did that, then I could just make, a tiny, tiny toilet over here, right? What did I use for that? Was it a trap? Yeah, I think it was just that for a grill. Probably just that. I don't know, what would be the best way to do this? If I did like toilet, a sink here, I could do, well, if I do that, then it's a fair bit bigger. Pretend that's a shower. I know I'm not putting a lot of thought and effort into this at all, am I? I really am not. That could be the countertop, I suppose. So you come in and you go by your sink, which would have another little faucet right there. Then you got your toilet, or you can just stand back here and have a quick shower. And yes, that will totally drain, you can tell. It'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. It'd be like a hotel room, but it's got its own little wee toilet-y place here. And we could do course, if I put any kind of wall up there, I'm taking up even more room now all of a sudden. Now things are getting a little tight. But it does have more privacy. In case, I mean, we could have couples in here too, right? People pair up, they do things. And do you really want to have, you know, the toilet open should that become the case? There will be a space up here. I don't know that I really care. I mean, maybe they would, though. Am I being rude? Maybe I'm being really rude to my poor people. But I could do that. I suppose, like a wee bit of trim, or I don't know. It looks kind of strange, but you know, it's Minecraft. You move on. Okay, I need a bed. Oh, towels? Maybe a towel. A banner will be a towel. There you go. Great. Oh, you don't want it there. It'll get wet. Towel right here. Perfect. You can pull your towel off and then shower. Oh, light. Maybe light would be good too. Do you think these guys need to see what they're doing? You only shower during the day. Deal with it. Oops, wrong button, wrong thing selected. How's that? Great big hanging over your head there, but at least it's not in the shower. It could be worse, guys. Okay, so if I just redo this same design in each of the 6, a bed. I guess we could go for some slightly different colors. I don't know. People will have preferences, right? I'm sure they will. Double bed in the corner. You know what? Let's try to make this a little more interesting. I don't want to get rid of that. That's a mirror. Believe you, trust me. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. That is a mirror. There you go. You can come out of the toilet. This will be your little dressing area or something. Sure it is. Will that fit on there? There you go. Lots of lights. You can see all the things you'd rather not see. Like, do I really want to know it's that bad? Anyway, let's see. You know, we could, no, don't do it. Just walk away. If I put books behind here, something like that, and then put the bed down, it's a little more interesting. It feels like it's got a headboard. I'm not putting a lot of time in this. I know I'm feeling guilty already. I'm feeling like, okay, you're really not giving this the love and attention it deserves. And then the other part of me is going, yes, but this is one is about breeding horses. You want a finished product. You want to feel good here. You want to feel like it's nice. You can have people over. You can record in here if you want to without being a complete and total embarrassment. But this is not about. I want a place to breed horses. I want to next year for the event, I want to have several different classes of races so that anybody who's got a horse of any speed will have a competitive race that it can be entered in. So, you know, but again, I think I've gotten 2 horses downstairs that are up into the 3 range. I think just 3. With maybe some super duper, you know, a bazillion zeros and a couple of minor numbers at the end kind of thing. And I think what is the fastest is 375, is that right? Which is a long way from where I've gotten. But I do have horses up in that range. It's fun. Fun. And one of them I had Rhino made invincible for me, so it's just become my major pet. Although I suppose I could breed from it. I don't know. But the health is ridiculous. The health is like, the horse is almost impossible to killing. So that'll be the one that I ride around the island when I'm checking the herds that are out, when I'm checking my fields and going between houses and to my village that I'll be building and all that sort of thing, right? So I think we're going to want a table in here. I do believe we will want a table of some sort. And I think if it were me, I know where I'd want the table. I'd want the table right out here in front of the window. Now, I don't have anything blue I don't have stairs that are blue. So what am I going to use? You know what? We'll just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. And these are, okay, come on, really? What am I doing here? Thank you. Although that just disappears. That just disappears, doesn't it? Let's go with the darker. do like so. And then the trap. I'm on by myself this morning. This almost never, ever happens in here. And I think it's because everybody's exhausted from the weekend. It was quite a busy weekend, and all the building there. You know, like I said, there's that five people and myself that did almost all of the entire event, and it was busy. It was some work. We did some work. I'm telling you, it was a long haul. And I could here put in a cabinet of some sort. Well, yeah, well, you know what? We'll put in like a great big dresser type thing here. And actually, you know what we could do? If I get up here, we can, nope, not you. I want you to be, do I want you to be there? Maybe, you know what? We'll go ahead and put it on the inside there. That'll be fine. Like so. And just so we don't have things spawning up there, I'm just gonna, if we had slabs that were in colors, I'm just gonna put that up there. It's a hint of blue. Maybe it's a really thin summer blankets or folded up there or something. I don't know. I just don't want to have to worry about anything spawning up there, and or having to light it, you know, at that level. I will add some more lighting though, because it seems like a really smart idea. Oh, as you come in the door, that's good. So this should be fine. Those are from the below, and I will probably end up changing all of that. I had a set pattern on the ceiling down below, and then I got up here and went, yeah, I don't know. Or no, it was when this was all one big room. I put a pattern of lighting in just to keep the mobs down while you're in here building. Because sometimes it's been in survival, and then, you know, you're just fighting all night. It's quite irritating. I just want to get something done, and I'm fighting. But I'm going to use an iron block like so as the mini fridge. This is not fancy, guys. Like I said, I'm not even, yeah, just not even. So there's a mini fridge, and I think we should probably put, what do we have for stairs? We'll probably put something that we can use as sort of a countertop here. There we go. So we got a bit of a mini fridge. It would be nice to have a grill or a heating something, but you know what? Out here at the back, there will be a kitchen, a proper kitchen. So one of these sides will have the kitchen for all the staff to be able to use. And so we probably don't really need it in here. It'd be nice to have a little coffee maker or something, but this is a vanilla server. I have nothing I can tart this up with at all. But what I could do, because I like them, is just pop down right here a wheat plant. Let's go with ferns for this one. It's like a herb that they like to add, you know, in your little mini fridge. I had tomatoes and fresh basil cut off the plant with Greek olive oil and a beautiful organic balsamic that comes from some volcano off the coast of Italy. It was fabulous. I've been having that for breakfast every day lately, and I cannot get enough because it's my favorite dish in the world. And maybe that's their version. You know, you keep a few tomatoes in here, and you can just chop it up here real easy, and oh, delicious stuff, right? As long as you've got your fresh basil there, you're golden. I don't want that button. What can I use for? I could put like this down for a cutting board or something, right? Or a tray. It could be a cutting board or a tray you can carry food over. Just have your coffee in your own room in the morning. That sounds like a nice thing to do. There's not a lot in the way of relaxation here, though, is there? It's not a very relaxing sort of place. So a little sofa at the end. I think that's not a dreadful idea. Not much of a sofa. It doesn't look very soft and comfy, but the only blocks that I can kind of pretend look like cloth, well, I could do that. You know what? Now let's use those. Is more better. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have it match. We're going to do this, folks. So dark wood and nice comfy beige suede Seating. Yeah, that's what that is. You can tell, right? Obviously. Oh, totally obviously. And get this, and we can put down a bit of carpet just for some color. Actually, in here too, maybe we should have a wee bit of carpet in front of the sink to wipe your feet on when you're done in the shower. Are we done? I think I'm done. Like I said, this was never going to be fancy. But we can, you know, if it's a single person living here, they're absolutely fine. They've got their own wee little apartment, so to speak. They've got storage space for all the things. Some sort of other cabinet might be nice. Something more like, would I want that there or up here? I can't do that if I put that there though. If we did something like so, we could have a bit of a dresser back here, I guess. It's starting to feel a little bit crowded though, isn't it? You know what? It would be better if it were this way. Absolutely, because, I mean, we're not going to, you know, walking behind. There's the mirrors. There we go. And that gives us more room to get in and out of the toilet. So you get a bit of a dresser back there. You can come out when you know, your hair's wet and do all your little things here to, what am I looking for? See something, these little pickly bits. We'll put a pickle, you know, as it's just a couple of glasses or something there. There we go. So yeah, this is working out. You've got your own little toilet. Yes, it's tiny, but it's got the things you need it to have. You can brush your teeth if there's no mirror in here, but you don't need a, you know what, you got a mirror there. You put your makeup or you whatever out there. Although it might be nice to have a, see, I want to put a mirror there. Well, but then that, things get a little weird with the banners and the faucet there now. Yeah, that's a bit strange, isn't it? A bit? A bit, they say? That is all kinds of strange, woman. And then that's so high, it's like utterly useless anyway, so that's no good. So, if we do that, now I have to find the bloody banners again. Banner everywhere. And where would I put it? It's not going to want to be there. I guess I can hang, I'll hang the towel above the toilet. I guess that's probably better. And then you can shower. If I had two of these here, would that look like more of a shower? It looks like you've stepped up onto something at any rate, I guess. Sure, it's fine. Okay, so your own toilet. You can come out here, check your hair, put your makeup on, do whatever it is you need to do. Got your own little kind of mini kitchen area. You can sit and have your coffee in the morning if you don't want to face the crowds outside just yet. And I'm done. So I'm going to make this 5 more times. That'll be exciting. And then I will have a staff area. And yes, we will have some extra bits. There could be trainers, jockeys, people from other places, and there's toilets for that. If there are couples in here, somebody can always run out if they need to because they can't wait or don't want to wait. You know, that sort of thing. Then this goes directly down into the barn. I'll be doing a lot more hay storage over here. I'll have to get out that poor donkey and give him a home somewhere. I get donkeys, pigs, and sheep in both barns. So obviously I'm going to need another little barn for the critters. So that'll be fine. That will be fine. So I'll have racehorses over here, and then the historic, reintroducing our sort of national breed in West March. One of my other servers, the biggest one, the one that lasted the longest, was we had a royal stud barn, which is so beautiful, so pretty, and I had bred dozens and dozens of the white horses in there. So it had some very good breeding stock at that point. And yes, these got all popped down last night because I was fighting mods endlessly and I got sick of it. So that's it. That's what I'm working on in Minecraft right now. And like I said, I've been working on this for back in June is when it started. And I started trying to breed horses for the upcoming event. And then I didn't race anyway, but but it was fun to think about, so that was good. I'm cameraman, right? So I didn't get to race anyway, but it was okay. Next year I'm gonna probably not race, but I'll hire jockeys. There we go. If there's people who haven't been breeding their own horses for the race next year, I will hire people as jockeys to ride my horses. Ooh, I like it. That's so good. That is so cool. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I got some work to do, and I have a doctor's appointment shortly. So until I see you guys next time, live your life happy, build it beautiful, even if it's just with little blocks, okay? Bye-bye.